Today we're going to focus on making compost, just using the resources around me, just available in the garden during the season, all brought together, making a really good food back for your garden. So we're here to feed our microbes in the soil and feed our plants, bring our natural health back to us. That's what we're here for. If you want to make compost effectively, try and get all your ingredients together at one time, ready to go. In this case, we're picking up, last week I came through and hoed all of the weeds on the top here, and now today I'm just going to pick them up and use them as part of my green component for the compost. Now notice that I'm only picking up the tops of the weeds and the roots are still in the ground, and this is an important factor. The roots are where the microbes are living. They never move more than 2 microns or so away from the root that they're feeding on or associated with. So removing them from the ground now is a really ridiculous thing to do. One of the important things that folks don't understand here is that if we pull the weeds up like this and take the roots and all, this is where the microbes are hanging out. It's actually the microorganisms that are hanging onto the roots there that are making that happen. That's their glues holding onto the roots. If I take that away, I've removed that from the soil, and the soil no longer has the benefit of those microbes in there. So what I do as part of my process is to rip the top off, take that and compost it, and leave the root portion managing the microbe activity in your soil. We want these microbes in the soil. We want to leave them there. This is where your health and your wealth comes from. Yeah. This is just a roughage off the top of the soil. Notice there's a wee bit of soil being mixed in here as well, and that means that I'm picking up once again bacteria and fungi, protozoa, all the little good guys that are going to break this down in a short time. This is what will fire up along with the chicken poo to make it go. I follow Albert Howard's idea about composting. He suggests that rather than use the straight chicken manure or animal manure, you mix the soil that the animals have been defecating on with your part of your compost. So what that does is that adds the microbes that are already in the soil in that area, and that the compost then acts as a nursery for your bacteria, your fungi, and the protozoa that are already there. The animal manure, the nitrogen you're putting in your soil or in your compost, is not too much. Get your mix correct so you get your balance of your micronutrients and the balance of your standard NPK nutrients. So now I'm collecting the brown material for the compost. This is old yellow climbing butterbean bodies that I've collected over the last while, and just tear them down, pick them up. There we go, ready to go. And we can take that off to the compost from there. Look at that, ready to go. And look how vigorous and hard that is. That's wonderful stuff that will come in next year. That'll be lovely, lovely a carbonaceous material going back into the garden, back into the soil.